Paki-plastic daw papalitan. Ilan daw yan? Hello, Anne.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today, Anne?
I'm fine, thank you.
Eh, I'm fine too. Is it raining there?
No.
Oh, that's good because a while ago here it rained very hard. So that's why on my first batch of classes, I was struggling with my network connection because of the rain. Okay, anyway, Anne. So for tonight, we're going to have some reading activity, okay?
Okay.
So we just have to finish all of this one so that you can go to the next level of learning. Okay, let's begin,
Okay.
Anne.
Okay.
All right, so the first activity will be reading. All right, now, Anne. So this is part number one. Look and write and choose the correct word. So we have an example here. You can see this person on film or in the theater. Sometimes this person is famous. So the answer is an actor. Okay, number one, Anne.
Number one. This person writes news stories or talks about the news on the television or the radio. Um, a journalist.
Okay, journalist is correct. Number two.
People work in these places. They make things like computers or cameras there. Factories.
Factories. Okay.
Free. You ride this thing. It's slower than a car. A bicycle.
A bicycle. Number four.
You can put this in a drink to make it cold. Ice.
That's ice. Next one.
People go to these places when they are away from home and they need somewhere to sleep. Hotels.
Hotels. Okay, so you got 5 points there. Number six.
This is a kind of bad weather when there is a lot of rain and wind. A storm.
A storm. Yes. Next one.
You sometimes see this in the sky. There are 7 colors in it. A rainbow.
A rainbow.
Number 8, you go to these places to buy stamps or when you want to send letters. Post offices.
What is it? Post
Office.
offices. Yes. Next one.
People usually laugh when they see this person in a circus. A clown.
A clown. Next one.
People give money to the driver of this to take them from one place to another place. A taxi.
A taxi. Okay, very good. And so in the first part, you have already 10 points. Okay, let us put some score here. Alrighty. It's so slow. Okay, so this is 10 points.
Okay.
Okay, next one. And this is part number two. So you have to look at the picture and then say if it's yes or no.
One.
Okay. Number one, please. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, wait.
there's a man in black trousers going up the mountain. Yes.
Okay.
Two. The small boys are throwing snowballs at a girl. Hmm. No.
No.
Three, both the people who are walking down the mountain or carrying skis. Mm, yeah, maybe yes.
Yes. 4.
The waiter who is giving the family their drinks is wearing a white jacket. Maybe yes.
Yes. Okay, number 5.
The woman who is talking on the phone has broken her arm. No.
No. 6.
The man who is wearing glasses has dropped his gloves. Yes.
Yes. Number 7.
All the people who are around on the table are wearing scarves. No.
No. Very good, Anne. So again, this is a perfect score. Okay. Okay, look at the writing that I have made. It is not continuous because, well, yeah, I don't know why. So this is part number 3 and 5 questions. Sarah Ball, who's an astronaut, is visiting Williams School. What does Sarah say? Read the conversation and choose the best answer. Write letter A to H for each answer, and you do not need to use all the letters. Okay, so example, do you enjoy being an astronaut, Sarah? Answer is B. Yes, very much. Okay, wait a minute. Let's read number 1. And why do you like your job? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something's going on my screen. Okay, so answer now. And number 1.
Number 1 is letter A.
Oh, what's letter A?
Because it's very exciting work.
Okay, number 2. What subject did you like best at school?
E, I think I like geography best. E.
Okay, that's correct. Letter E, number 3. How long must you study to be an astronaut?
F, about 8 years.
What do you eat when you're in space?
H, O, we have strange food which tastes horrible.
Okay, have you been to the moon yet?
Um, D, no, but I like to go there.
Okay, very good, Anne. So 5 points here. Anyway, let's continue to the next part with 6 questions. Read the story and choose a word from the box. Write the correct word next to numbers 1 to 5. There is one example, so this is part 4. Okay, now Anne, you can start reading and choose your answer.
Okay. I've got two little brothers. Their names are David and Harry. Harry is 5 years old and David is 7 years old. They don't look like brothers because their hair is different, but they wear the same clothes and eat the same food. Clothes.
Clothes. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, continue.
Last week, they were playing baseball together in the garden when David fell over and hurt his foot. Fell.
Fell.
He cried a lot, so Dad decided to take him to the hospital. We all got into the car, and Dad drove there very quickly. Drove.
Drove.
Um, the doctor felt David's foot. Don't cry, you'll be okay, she said. Be brave. I'll give you some medicine and then it will stop hurting.
Okay, next one.
I don't usually like medicine, said David when the doctor gave it to him. But this is great. It tastes like chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Can I have some? Asked Harry. My foot hurts too. No, said the doctor, and we all laughed.
Okay, so now what do you think is the best name for that story, Anne?
Um, David has to go to hospital. Yeah.
Okay, that is correct. So you got 6 points there. Okay, wait a minute, Anne. Wait a minute, because something's wrong, so I had to reshare it. So where are we now? Okay, here.
Or five.
Okay, this is part number 5 with 7 questions. All right, so look at the picture and read the story. Write some words to complete the sentences about the story. You can use 1, 2, 3, or 4 words. So example, this is about Michael's rucksack. Okay, so example, Mark has got a younger sister called Katie. The two children went to London with their parents. Okay, so please read the short story and
Okay. I'm Mark and my little sister's name is Katie. Last Saturday, we went to London with our parents. Mom drove us there in the car. Our cousin Michael came to London too, but he went by train, so we met him at King's Cross Station. He had a heavy rucksack with him. Put your rucksack in our car, Michael. I said, we're going to walk now. No thanks. I might need it. Michael said, we went to the dinosaur museum first. I asked Ken, I asked Dad lots of questions, but he didn't know the answer. Michael took a book about dinosaurs out of his rucksack. Here you are, he said to Dad. Thanks, Michael, said Dad. When we left the museum, it was raining. It's okay, said Michael. I've got an umbrella in my rucksack. Um, we went to a restaurant for lunch. There were only chopsticks on the table and Katie couldn't use them. Michael gave her a plastic fork from his rucksack. Have, have this, he said. In the afternoon, we wanted to go to the cinema, but we couldn't find it. Michael took a map of London out of his rucksack and we soon found the street where the cinema was. After the film, Michael wanted to get a postcard, but he didn't have any money in his pocket. Look for it in your rucksack, we all said.
okay. So question number 1 and Mark and Katie went to London
Mark and Katie went to London by by car.
by car. Number 2,
Mark's family went to meet Michael at King's Cross Station.
King's Cross or station. Okay, number 3,
Michael didn't want to put his rucksack in the car.
rucksack. Okay, number 4,
At the museum, Michael gave Mark's father um, a book about dinosaurs.
yes. Okay, 5,
Michael had a plastic fork which he gave um, to Katie in a restaurant.
Katie. Okay, number 6.
The family used Michael's Michael's map to find the cinema.
Okay, 7.
When Michael couldn't find his his postcard, the family told him to look in his rucksack.
Money. Okay. Did you say money or postcard?
Maybe postcard. Yeah.
Okay. So you got one mistake only. Therefore, you got 6 points. Good job, Anne. Okay, so now for the next part of the activity, and we are going to choose the word from the choices. Okay, so this is a text about teeth. Okay, example, every time we eat, we use our teeth. Teeth help us to break our food into small pieces. So the answer is use. Okay. Oh, okay. Number 1.
Um, there are many different kinds of teeth: incisors, molars, and canines. Each kind has a different job. The incisors are the teeth at the front of the mouth. We need them to cut our food. The molars are the biggest teeth in our mouths. Between the incisors and the molars, we have canines. They are longer mm, than the other teeth.
Okay, very good. Next one.
Children's first have teeth are um, um, maybe calls. Yeah, I don't know.
Cold.
Called milk teeth. Children usually have 20 milk teeth, um, and they have all of them when they are about 2 years old. When children are 7 or 8 years old, they um, get new teeth. Grown
Mm-hmm.
ups grown ups have 32 teeth. It is very important for us to look after our teeth. We should clean them with a toothbrush after every meal, and it is good to go to the dentist every 6 months.
Yes, very good. Okay, next one. And this is part number 7. So you have to read a diary and write the missing words. Write one word on each line. Okay, so in this activity, and you have to think of the correct word that you're going to use here. Okay,
Okay.
all right, start now.
Last weekend, my friends Nick and Paul came to stay at my house. On Sunday morning, we went for a walk near the river. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, um, maybe telling us a story when we saw a sheep in the water. It couldn't swim. Nick and I um, put off our jackets and jumped into the river, and we pulled the sheep. Maybe sheep out of the water.
Yes, out.
The farmer saw Nick and me with the sheep, and he ran to help. And he said, "Come back to my house, boys." And his wife gave gave us some lemonade and snacks. Gave us.
Us. Okay, you said here is put, right?
Yeah, I say took.
Okay. You said took.
Yeah.
Okay, that's correct. So this one is telling. This one is for out and us. Okay, good job. Good job, Anne, because you're always good in that kind of activity. Okay, anyway, let's continue with the next one, Anne. Wait for me. Wait. Okay, so this is the next part. So again, it's a reading activity. We have to finish everything here before we can proceed to the of next level of learning. Anyway, so this is flyers and test 2 again reading. Okay, just like the other activity, you just have to choose your answer from the words here. Example, people like policemen and people like policemen and firemen usually have to wear this at work. Sometimes boys and oh, wait a minute. What's happening?
Um,
Okay, can you just read the example, please, Anne? Because teacher cannot adjust it.
okay. People like policemen and firemen usually have to wear this at work. Sometimes boys and girls have to wear them at school. The answer is uniforms. Yeah.
Number 1.
Number one, you can read about things that happen in the world in this every day. Journalists write for them. Newspaper.
Okay, next one.
Um, when you want to send a letter, you should put the letter inside this first. An envelope.
An envelope.
Um, three, if you are ill, you sometimes have to stay in this place for a few seconds, and people will look after you there. A hospital.
Yes, hospital. Number 4.
You use these when you need to cut paper, for example. Um, Scissors.
Yes, number 5.
You can wear this round the top of your trousers or skirt. A belt.
A belt. Okay, let's continue to number 6.
This is a kind of shop where you can buy many things like soap and medicine, for example. Um, a chemist.
Yes, chemist.
7. Some people like wearing these when the weather is too hot for trousers. Shorts.
Shorts.
8. If your hair is untidy, you can use this to make it tidy again. A brush.
A brush.
Number 9. Some people put keys or money in these if they are wearing a coat or jeans. For example, um, pockets.
Pockets.
Number 10. You can write about your day, your friends, or your family in this. It's a kind of book. A diary.
A diary. Okay, very good, Anne. Oh, all right. Well, I cannot write again. Anyway, let's continue to the part number two, Anne. Just look at the picture and say yes or no. Okay, number one, please. Oh,
Number one, the time on the clock above the lamp is a quarter to 4. Mm, no.
no. Next one.
Two, the girl who dropped the comb is wearing a blue skirt. Uh, no.
No. Next one.
There's a spider on the floor under one of the tables. Yes.
Yes.
Um, four, someone has opened one of the free beds in the classroom. No.
No. Five.
There is a doll with a spotted dress near the boy who's painting. Yes.
Yes. Next one.
Six, there are lots of pieces of card on top of the higher bookcase. No.
No. Last one.
In the corner of the classroom, there is a cage with some mice in it. Maybe yes.
Okay, it's a yes. Very good, Anne. So next one, this is part number three with five questions. Jane is talking to her dad. What does Jane's dad say? Read a conversation and choose the best answer. So you have to choose between letter A to H. Example, what can we do today, Dad? It's letter B. Let's go up into the hills and fly our kite. Okay, number one, and wait a minute. I have to read it. Oh, what's happening on my computer? Okay, that's a good idea, Dad. How can we get there?
D, in the car. It's too far to go by bike.
Can my friend Alex come too?
F, of course she can, Jane.
What time will we leave? I have to tell her.
E, 7:30, 11:30. I've got some work to do first.
All right, which kite shall we take?
H, I don't mind. I like both of them. You choose.
Where is the blue one? I'll go and get it now.
G, in the basement, I think, but I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, very good, Anne. So you got 5 points. Okay, so now for the next part, Anne, read the story and choose a word from the box. Write the correct word next to numbers 1 to 5. So now, Anne, you just have to read again the short story here and choose your answer. from the word box.
Okay. Um, I went to my grandma's house for the last Sunday, and after lunch, she asked me a strange question. What kind of mm, what kind of job would you like to do, Tony? She said.
Job, okay.
I thought for a minute, then answered, "Well, I'm only 7, so
I haven't.
I haven't decided yet, Grandma. But I like to be a pirate. I think pirates have lots of fun in all my storybooks."
Decided, okay. Well, I have a delay on the internet. That's why when you talk, I think I just have I have to wait up to 2 seconds like that. Okay, next one.
Grandma laughed, then found me a scarf and put it round my neck.
Neck.
After that, she got an old toy parrot and put it on my shoulder. Next, she painted a bread on my face. Then mm,
Okay, then
then she drew a map for me, and I had to find the treasure in her garden. It was a chocolate cake treasure.
treasure.
Um, I I love going to my grandma's house. She's very she's very clever. She always thinks of good games to play.
Okay, very good. So what do you think now is the best name for the story?
Um, Fun at grandma's.
Fun at grandma's. Okay, that's 6 points. Okay, now Anne, read the story again and then write some words so that it can be complete. Okay, so the story is about Robert and the cave house. Example, the village that Robert visited was near mountains. Some people lived in the caves there a long time ago. Okay, and
Okay. Last year, Robert went on holiday to a very old village near the mountains. It was it was famous because a long time ago, people lived in caves there. When Robert and his parents arrived at their hotel, they found some photos of the cave houses in their room. They looked very interesting, and the next morning they got up early to go and visit them. When they went inside the first cave house, Robert was unhappy because it was very dark inside. But after a few minutes, he could see the old rock walls and some funny rock stairs too. It was very interesting. Suddenly, Robert heard something above his head. He looked up and saw 3 bats. "Mom, Dad, there are bats in this cave," he whispered. "Well, bats like living in caves too." His mother answered, "It's okay. They won't hurt you. Come and look at this." Robert's mother took a big torch out of her rucksack and pointed it at one of the walls. There were some beautiful paintings of the people and the animals that lived there thousands of years ago. "Wow," said Robert. "Would you like to live in a cave, Mom?" "No," she laughed. "I don't want to live in a cold, dark place like this." She said, "It smells horrible in here too. I like my nice new house. Come on, let's go back to the hotel."
okay, so question number one, in the hotel room, there were blank of cave houses.
Mm, Lots of cave houses.
Photos. Number 2.
Robert and his parents um, they got up early the next morning because they wanted to go and see the caves.
Okay, 3.
Robert felt unhappy when he first went into the cave.
Sad or unhappy. Okay, next one.
Robert saw and heard some bats which live in the cave.
Bats. 5.
Robert's mother had a torch in her rucksack.
Torch. 6.
The paintings were on one of the walls inside the cave house.
Yes, number 7.
Robert's mom prefers living in her nice new house.
New house. Okay, so you got one mistake and that's number 1. So you got 6 points here and all right. So well, anyway, and let's continue this one again on our class on Saturday. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So good night and see you again.
Good night.